Change your condition and it will change your position. I have a story I want to tell you to bring home this point. Put myself on Front Street. What am I saying? A couple months ago, I hired a housekeeper. What'd you do that for? I'm glad you asked. Nah, because I'm the master when it comes to straighten up. But what I need was somebody who can really clean up. That's two different things. One is, wait man, you can make that surface look good. Everything good, but you open that drawer, you open that closet. I got some mess back there. But I had to get somebody who can really get to the root of a thing. I mean, they can deep dive, they can get behind the surface, they can really go in and do the grunt work that I need to get done. And so I'm not saying I couldn't do it, but why should I take my time to do something that I'm not built for? I'll be spending time on something else that makes better sense of my use of time. And that's exactly what we have to do. In order to be great in the area that you have been called to, you have to know what you should be fighting and the things you need to pass on to someone else. And this is an area that I know I needed to pass on to someone else in order for me to focus on the things that matter most to me. And so that's what we're gonna talk about today, because a lot of us are juggling 10 things when we really need to be juggling 2 or 3. And it will make our life a lot easier. And we can accomplish a lot more if we was in our right space. And so this is what I'm gonna share with you. I have a partner of mine who actually told me about this. He was a guy who was going to the store. He happened to see a friend of his. Hey Ray, what's good, man? How you been? Man, I'm just chilling, man. Just getting off of work, man. Just here, hey, just taking out a couple of, man. What's been good with you? So he went over and started talking with him for a little bit. And they get caught up on what's been happening in their lives. And my man just realized, man, he got a dog on the porch that's just whining. Why is he whining? So he just kept on talking, but it just got annoying to him. So he asked Ray, he said, man, what's up with your dog? He said, man, that dog crazy, man. He over there laying on a nail. He like, why don't you just get up? That's my point exactly. And he said it like this. I guess it don't hurt bad enough. Wow. And that's a lot of our lives. We're laying on something, or we stand stagnant on something that all we have to do is get up. And we're not willing to do that simple work to get out of that situation we're in. And the thing of this, I guess it just don't hurt bad enough. But when life happens, sometimes it smack you in the face, you have to move. And a lot of us wait to that time when we could have made that move on our terms versus waiting on life to move us on their terms. So I want to challenge you to think differently. Because when you change your condition, you then write the right time on your life when you can change your position. So what are you gonna do about it? We first have to do a mental check. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. None of us can go up unless we think up. And I had thought about a time when I had a person always to tell me, man, I got this little thing I'm working on. I got this little project. I got this little business I'm doing. So I'm like, it just kind of cringed my skin when I heard this person talking like that. Because I don't care how small of a thing it is. If you look at it as being small, then you're not going to give your all. But when you say, man, I got this phenomenal opportunity to be able to do this, I don't care how small of a task it is. But you're going to give more of your energy, more of yourself towards that, because you're going in with the right mindset, knowing I am going to win at what I'm doing. And that's the first thing we got to have, winning mindset.
We all live in this bubble. What you got to do to get the life that God wants you to have, you got to put more air in your bubble. You got to blow your bubble up. Expand yourself. Take yourself out your comfort zone. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
Because when you're talking to a person who know they're going to win, you might think it's being cocky. But no, I challenge you to think this person is confident. I think about if you had a conversation with Michael Jordan, he may get on your nerves because he's already telling you he's going to win. He's going to talk junk to you. But you know why? Because he's confident. At this sport right here, you have no chance to win it because he already knows I'm the best. And that's the same thing you have to go into life knowing. When I face this right here, I'm going to get it done. When I sat down at this camera right here, I knew I was going to touch your soul. I knew I was going to give you something that's going to spark the match, like the fire. It's going to change something in your life. Hey, I want to thank you for always rocking with us. And I have something I want to give to you because we want to make sure that we empower and inspire you to be great. So I just released an ebook, and this ebook is really going to help in so many different areas in life, especially when you find yourself stuck, not knowing which way to go. This ebook has been designed to help you through those moments. So please check out the ebook that's here in the description below. And hey, let it help you to be great. Thank you. And that's what you have to do. You have to know you are the one. And when you get a chance of being the one and this opportunity shows up, when coach puts you in, oh yeah, we about to win. And that's what we have to do with it. You have to know you're gonna win. I don't care how many times you fumbled the ball last time. Yesterday you can't change, but today you get a chance of being great. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna win and win on purpose. And that's what you're about. So that leads me right into the next piece I want to share with you, because I got 3 pieces that is going to make the difference in you accomplishing your goal of changing your position. The first thing is you have to shift your perspective. You have to see it in the right light. You have to know, man, if we're going to win, I don't care. I think about the movie 300. They only had 300 men going up against a whole lot of other people, but they already knew off the bat it wasn't even no chance for us losing. Losing is not the option. And they would have won if my man ain't selling them out. If you ain't seen the movie, you might want to check it out. But what I'm saying is, you got to know you got the secret sauce, baby. You got to know that you have everything it takes to get the job done. You may have never done it before, but you got to trust if you're moving in the right direction, doing the right activity, bringing the right people on your team. Wow, we about to strike oil with this one. We about to do something major. And so that's the right perspective you have to have on whatever it is you're going after. Because the way you do this, the way you speak it, the way you believe it, it's gonna make all the difference. I don't know about you, but I love watching people like Ray Lewis. Now, I'm not saying he was the best linebacker ever played the game, but you know he meant everything he said. He fired everybody else up on that team with him to know we gonna go out here and wreck heads. We gonna go out here and get it done. And that's the same thing you got to tell yourself. You got to inspire yourself to know when I say a thing, oh, it's done. It's like Deion Sanders on the football field, baby. When he was on the field, you count his man check. You only gonna have 10 other people to throw to. If you throw it over here, oh yeah, we taking that to the house. That's how you gotta take it in life, baby. You got to know that you have what it takes to get it done. It's simpler said and done. That's all it takes, baby. Secondly, you got to start doing the right activity. Because we talk all the hype game we want to, but if we don't do no work, it's just words spoken.
You gotta put more energy and you gotta put more effort in your stuff than anybody. So you getting up at 4 and it ain't working, get up at 3:30. So you read the book once and then you didn't get it, read it twice, read it 3 times.
If a person leaves at 6, you leave at 8. If a person makes 100 calls a day, you make 200 calls a day. If somebody practices 3 hours, you practice 5 hours. If somebody practices 6 hours, you practice 8 hours. If someone reads 2 books, you read 4 books. Just do a little bit more.
Because there's somebody out there who wants your spot. And so you gotta embody excellence.
You got to start putting in the work, baby. So I don't know about you, when you get off of work, I know you're tired, I know you like, man, I want to just sit there and watch the game. Nah. We got to put some work in, because in order for you to move into your new place, it may not happen in 1 month, it may not happen in 1 year, but it will happen because you putting the right work in. You putting the right activity in. You may not know everything. You may not can't afford everything you need, but that little bit you can do, you will do. Same as what I had to do. When I first started cutting lawns years ago, about 11 years or so, I had a push lawnmower. I was hitting my neighbors. I was hitting my neighbors across the street. Boom, boom. I was hitting them on my breaks. I was hitting them on my off days, but I kept on working at it. It went from me doing a push lawnmower to a riding lawnmower to the 0 turns and building my equipment up. But how did that happen? Because I started being consistent at doing things even when I didn't want to. That's what's going to take for you to win. It takes for you to do the things now while it's a lot of other things on your plate. Start saying no to hanging out with your boys and to your other people that matters to you. Even on some holidays, go to work. On your weekends, go to work. Doesn't matter, man. If you want to see change, you have to be willing to roll your sleeves up and go to work. Simple, end the subject, nothing else. That's what you have to do in order to start seeing a change towards the position you want to be in. You have to do what? Do the work. And that leads me into this third piece. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'll put it in other words, you have to embrace discomfort. You have to know it's not feel good. Get out your feelings. Put your little feelings away. I love it when I hear my ladies love talking about how I make them feel. I'm a dude, so I can't relate to that a lot of times. Now, I don't like it when someone hurt my feelings and make me feel bad. But guess what? Sometimes you got to allow that to fill you up. You have to allow that to push you to move beyond that. When I heard my supervisor was telling me, nah, you can't go here and there, I'm like, I'm a grown man. You can't tell. Well, you know what? But I can't just walk off this job right now. But guess what? It fueled me up to go to work on some other stuff. When another grown person told a grown person to know they can't do, I'm grown. So allow that to push you to be comfortable in another lane. When someone tell you no, tell yourself yes. Tell yourself, I'm going to do the work now, because in order for me to live the life I want to live and give the way I want to give and do the things I want to do, man, I got to do it now. Consistency is the cheat code. I heard this from my guy, David Shands. He said, if you want to cheat, this is the one thing you have to do. You have to be consistent. That let me out of my bubble. I was thinking he was going to give me something else. But that's so true. Because if you want greatness in your life, you can't just cheat your way by somebody giving you that. No, you have to stay in the game, practice until you get there.
Don't stop, just keep going. No matter what, keep moving. Stopping is for quitters. If you lose, it's okay, as long as you keep going and as long as you keep moving. But if you lose and you stop, then you have failed. You're relentless, you will push farther than before, climb higher and climb to heights you've not seen, because progress is progress. It doesn't matter if you move forward 10% or 0.01%, as long as you've moved forward.
Think about Kobe. When I think about Kobe Bryant, what separated him from the rest, he was willing to know that he wasn't the greatest when he started, but he found out who was doing the game better than he. And guess what he did? He emulated that. He found the ones, even before he got to the pros, who was actually higher ranked than him, and just, hey, learn about their game and learn how he can play his game to beat their game, and he started checking it off. He went from 65 down to 50, down to 30, 35, and all the levels till he became #1 ranked at the high school level. And then once he got into the pros, he found and got next to those greats like Reggie Millers and Michael Jordan and everybody else who was perfecting their game, and started studying them until he learned how to perfect what they do and use that in his arsenal to beat them. And that's what he did, and that's why he's known as the Mamba, because he was relentless to be the best. And so he stayed in the game. He learned the game until one day he did what? He mastered the game. And that's what we have to be willing to do. We have to stay in the lab long enough until we become strong enough to be who we know we should be. It may not look like it right now, but if you stay consistent at doing what you know you can do, you would then move from being every other day, sometime maybe, to creating a habit, creating a routine that you stay consistent. Just like you walk, just like you breathe, just like you tie your shoes. You want to be consistent at doing what you know you called to do. Until people say, man, they know you as that thing. And so I was listening to an interview by Master P. Who's that? How you do that there?
How you do that there? Shreveport, Mississippi. How you do that there? We know lemon soldiers. I thought I told you. We know lemon soldiers. I thought I told you.
And he was saying in this interview that his professor asked the question, what does McDonald's sell? And he responded, they sell hamburgers. And his professor said, no, they don't. They sell consistency. And he went on to say, their burgers taste the same no matter where you go. Their fries taste the same no matter if you buy it in your state or another country. Everything is the same. They market the same. Everything is consistent across the board. And if you want to have something that people recognize in a business, it has to be the same no matter where you go. And so that's exactly what he did. He created a brand that was consistent. He said, I made sure I released a song or an album every week. He put his marketing out in all everywhere. He was consistent across the board, and so that was his journey to his success. He wasn't known as the best rapper, but he was consistent, and that separated him from the pack. And so that's the same thing I want to talk about. The first thing I want to drop on you, power of the drip. Imagine, if you may, you have a faucet that's dripping. Not only that, it's in a tub. It's dripping in a tub, and the tub has a clogged drain. And so the drips keep on dripping till it fills up the tub, and it keep on dripping till it floods the room, and it keeps on dripping till it floods the house. It did not happen right away, but that constant drip, it eventually overtook an area. And that's the same thing you have to do with your goal. It may not happen right away, so don't even try to take a big goal all at once. Do it in phases and stages and give yourself time to accomplish that. And so if you have a huge goal, hey, find out what's the first thing I need to do. And okay, once I accomplish this first thing, let me do this next thing, like building a house. The first thing you do is build a foundation, or you get the plumbing in first. Then you do the foundation. Then you do the next phase, putting out the framing. And you just keep on doing step after step, but you cannot do it all at once, because you have to allow the first step to take its course. And that's what you have to do in life. So whatever it is, just be okay with the process of getting to your destination. Hey, I want to thank you for always rocking with us. And I have something I want to give to you, because we want to make sure that we empower and inspire you to be great. So I just released an ebook, and this ebook is really going to help in so many different areas in life, especially when you find yourself stuck, not knowing which way to go. This ebook has been designed to help you through those moments. So please check out the ebook that's here in the description below. And hey, let it help you to be great. Thank you. So that's the point I want to talk about now, is to be okay with the progress to perfection. So perfection does not come right away, but you have to be okay with the progress to get you to the place of perfection. And so long as you stay consistent at learning.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And that's discipline. It's not motivation. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
And this thing that people do, they avoid discomfort. It sounds ridiculous, but it just creates more discomfort.
So don't look at it as a failure, but look at it as a lesson. So what can I learn from this lesson that's going to help me be better the next time? So take the lumps, but know there's a part of your process to get you to where you're going. And so once you realize it's going to happen in its right time, be okay, and then celebrate your progress. Don't wait till you get to your destination and just, hey, pat yourself on the back. Say, hey man, I'm getting better at this. It doesn't have to mean that you have to, hey, go celebrate like it's your birthday. But no, just take a little small celebration. Be happy with the progress that you're seeing that's happening. So now I gave you that, I want to give you a quick bonus, because this right here can actually be the glue to make everything else fit. What are you saying? I'm saying not only keeping it to yourself, but find those few people that's in your camp, because not everybody want to see you win, but you know you have some people that you can share a thing with, and they're going to cheer you on. They also going to be, hey, remember that thing you told me about? How's that coming? So when you share it with someone else, that'll open the door for them to hold you accountable, but also by you sharing it with somebody else, gonna probably hold you more accountable, because you put it in the atmosphere. And not only do you tell them about the good things, but you tell them about your struggles. Say, hey, I need a little help to at least let me share with you some things that I'm dealing with. And hey, by me sharing it with you, either they may give you some encouragement, and also by telling that, then you can say, hey, by next week, I wanna come back with you with some solutions to this situation I'm dealing with. And so the main thing is you telling other people, so now you can have accountability. And the more you speak it in the atmosphere, the more you can be able to encourage yourself to keep pushing forward. And so that's going to help you, because words of affirmation will help you to reach your destination. So don't be worried about it's not looking the way it should be, but you say, I'm more than a conqueror through Christ Jesus who strengthened me. Yes, I can do all things. And so when you speak that kind word, even though it doesn't look like it right now, but you start speaking to yourself about who you're going to be and know who you are and whose you are, man, guess what? You can accomplish great feats because you stand motivated, because you're speaking the right words to speak life into your situation. And so now that I've shared this information, I hope you got something that's gonna keep you consistent to win your destination of where you're trying to aim and to go. And so if you like what you heard right here, check out this next video. I got something greater for you. Be great.